You're gonna say something?
Recording in progress.
Watch this 9:59. All right. It is now 10 a.m. and I'm calling this meeting to order. Madam Clerk, please take the roll.
Director Rentila.
Here.
Chair Alvarado.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance or observe a moment of silence. President Rentila, please lead us in the pledge.
Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now is the time for public comments for items not on the agenda. Madam Clerk, have we received any public comments?
We have not. If anyone wishes to comment on non-agenda items, please approach the podium or raise your hand in Zoom. Seeing none, we have no public comments.
Okay, thank you. Deputy General Manager Michael Savannah, please lead us through the rest of the agenda.
Item 1 on the agenda is to accept the minutes of the May 8th, 2025 Infrastructure and Operations and Environment Committee meeting. Madam Clerk, have we received any public comments on this item?
We have not. If anyone wishes to comment on item 1, please approach the podium or raise your hand in Zoom. Seeing none, we have no public comments.
Okay, thank you. Can I get a motion to accept the minutes?
Make a motion to move the item.
Okay, motion's been made and I second. Next item.
Item number 2 is to receive an update on the security improvements at West County Wastewater's wastewater treatment plant and facilities. Madam Clerk, have we received any public comment on this item?
We have not. If anyone wishes to comment on item 2, please approach the podium or raise your hand in Zoom. Seeing none, we have no public comments.
So we're going to receive a update on some work that one of the committees in the organization has been working on. We've got a number of staff from across the organization working on some safety initiatives and doing some analysis of the organization. They have some recommendations and some things that they're going to push forward in the organization. We have Tanya Williams here and Roy Castillo, and together they're going to do a presentation for this body on the workings of the safety committee and some of the things they've been doing. And if we can just hold the questions until the end of the presentation, that'd be great.
That would be great.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Good morning, Chair Alvarado and Director Rentila.
Morning.
Tanya Williams, Human Resources Manager, the Chair of the Security Committee. And as Michael said this morning, we're here, Roy, who is the project lead manager over the items that will be being discussed today. Just pretty much giving you guys an update on what we've been working on over the last several weeks, well, few months. Just really looking at the district as a whole for improvements. We have had some people that have come onto our plant that are not, weren't invited. And so there's been some theft. And so we've been kind of just looking at how we can better improve the security of our facilities and then also the safety of our employees. So with that being said, we're going to turn it over to Roy Castillo, and he's going to go forth with the presentation.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Roy Castillo. I'm the shift supervisor at the Operations Department at WQRRP, and I'm here to present to the security committee's updates throughout the past year. I am considered the project lead for a lot of these improvements that we're trying to implement in the plant and throughout the district. Robin, can you give me the next page, please? Oh, the clicker? Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. So we've been looking into implementing some solar lights throughout the perimeter of our plant. We have about over 6,000 linear feet that borders along the Richmond Parkway and the Wildcat Trail. And we are looking into possibly using a vendor that has the right product for our needs. We're also looking into mobile surveillance units. They're small trailers that have batteries and solar panels and cameras and lights that can be placed in strategic locations to monitor and make sure that we can track and deter crime throughout our area. We're also looking at an RFP for a camera system update. For the solar lights, the reason we're going in this direction is because it's a cost-effective solution. The installation of solar lights at the plant is an economical and efficient solution that eliminates the need for tedious labor, such as trenching or exposed conduits, which can be vulnerable to copper wire theft, which is something that we have been used to in the past 5 to 7 years. This innovative approach minimizes the risk of theft while providing a reliable and cost-effective lighting solution for the facility. This right here is what a vendor provided to us. These are strategic locations throughout in the WQRP. Most of them are placed in areas where we have consistently seen break-ins into our plant through our chain link fence. Either they're cutting through it or jumping over it. So we are putting this is a phase 1 of 9 strategic locations. I'm sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8, sorry, 8. No, sorry, it is 9, sorry. So this is what we're looking at the moment. This is an example of what the Farm Roach solar panel lights look like. They have been throughout the United States. I believe they also have installations here for the city of Richmond. Number 2, the mobile surveillance units. Why we are looking into this is because when you do a cost comparison between private security and mobile surveillance units, you don't require a team of guards to provide 24/7 coverage, which can lead to high annual costs due to hourly wages and shift requirements. WCCTV is one of the vendors we've been looking at. They offer a cost-effective alternative with advanced technology and remote monitoring capabilities. They also provide cost savings, as I mentioned, about not having too much security, private security. And they're also efficient, so limits the need for multiple personnel while delivering reliable round-the-clock coverage. This is an example of what an MSU looks like. You see them throughout, no matter where you drive, in parking lots. You see them down Richmond Parkway on those industrial sites. And they're mostly used on a lot of construction sites. And it definitely helps deter crime. Camera system upgrade. Our camera system has probably been installed like over 15 years ago. The issues we've been having, or we've been seeing lately, is that it doesn't really have the capability to notify us. A lot of them have been failing on us, and they've been not being able to be repaired. So we're looking into an RFP for a camera system upgrade so that it can provide a unified security platform. So what we want is to have a new camera system that can give us a unified system here at the hilltop and also at the plant. We also need improved coverage. Their camera system that was implemented at the plant 15 years ago does not have full coverage of the entire perimeter, so that needs to be updated. We also need real-time monitoring. We need a live feed access, allowing security personnel to respond promptly to any incidents or suspicious activities. We also need some sort of advanced analytics that can incorporate facial recognition and motion detection to enhance the identification and tracking of individuals and events. And we also need some sort of seamless integration that can tie in with our existing security infrastructure, ensuring a smooth transition and efficient management of the overall security operations. So the benefits at a glance is that this the committee will definitely help improve threat detection. We will leverage advanced analytics and machine learning to identify and respond to potential security threats in real time, enhance data protection, implement robust encryption, access controls, and data backup strategies to safeguard sensitive information, streamline incident response, establish clear incident management protocols, and integrate security tools to enable quick and effective response to security breaches. Also increase regulatory compliance to ensure adherence to industry standards and regulation, reducing the risk of costly fines and reputational damage. As I mentioned before, the copper theft with the solar panels that happened in the past, so this will help deter that. Improve user awareness, provide comprehensive security awareness training to empower employees to identify and report suspicious activities. And that is it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
President Rentila, questions, comments?
Yes. So as somebody that grew up in the city of Richmond, I know the value of security systems, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. But I wanted to ask you, what was the cost of the theft to our plant?
That I don't have that answer at the moment, but I can definitely reach back to the Zero Committee.
I think Justin,
Okay, there you go.
Justin may be able to help out here.
Good afternoon, President, or good morning, President Rentila, Justin Lovell, Deputy General Manager. Yeah, I know there has been, it's several $100,000 is what the cost of the copper theft. It was, the theft impacted the solar panels that are at the treatment facility. So through our insurance, we had to pay the deductible, but the total cost that our insurance had to pay out to the company to repair them was, we're looking at almost $500,000.
So I run the RNCC, the Richmond Neighborhood Coordinating Council, which oversees all the neighborhood councils, and we are involved with the Richmond Police Department. And so my question is, when there's an incident, do you call the police department?
We do. I think that when that happened several years ago, it was because the jurisdiction it was county sheriff. Took police report. I believe they ended up apprehending the individuals who were responsible for the copper wire theft.
Good, because the issue is that we're short 55 police officers, and without calling in and making a record of these calls, it looks like crime is down artificially. So I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have no questions. Thank you for the presentation. I think it's definitely something we need.
Thank you so much for your
All
time.
right, thank you.
Great job. Thanks, Roy.
Thank you.
Item number 3 is to receive an update on the maintenance support facility project. Madam Clerk, have we received any public comment on this item?
If anyone wishes to comment on item 3, please approach the podium or raise your hand in Zoom. Seeing none, we have no public comment.
So we have staff here today that are going to give this body a bit of a primer and an update on a very necessary project that we've been working on. It's a support facility down at our water quality and resource recovery plant for our maintenance staff. We have Mark Harris, Sonny Lamb, Harlan Duvall, and Victoria Donati that are going to give a presentation to this body. So, Mark, maybe you can come up and introduce the group and give them a bit of a overview, and then we can jump into the presentation. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Mark Harris. I'm the O&M manager for West County Wastewater District. I am here to present the maintenance mobile project. And I have my staff, assistant project manager, Harlan Kelly. That's a blast from the past. Harlan and Sonny L. and Victoria are all support and primarily intangible to the success of this project. I don't think I would be here without them. So I want to make sure that they are a part of the presentation. We'll just start with scope and how we get here. And basically, we had a trailer that had reached its life cycle and had some structural issues that needed replacement. And so thank you. We're able to meet, and this was several meetings, myself, Aaron, Justin, Victoria, and others met, and we went over various types of trailers or mobile facilities, if you will. And so there was a consensus on where we wanted to land, and in that process, we were able to find a trailer that was significantly cheaper than what we had originally thought. We saved roughly $120,000. It was originally a 60 by 30. We landed on this 64 by 36 with the idea that we would have offices, trainings, a little kitchenette, bathrooms, basically while a temporary facility, a full-fledged facility so we could perform our maintenance duties in a way that we had become accustomed to previous trailer. So I will let Victoria talk about the RFQ.
Oh, thank you. Good morning, Victoria Donati, Associate Management Analyst. So this started late last year, and the board actually previously had approved a contract award with Mobile Modular for a not to exceed of $380,259 for a facility. After having several discussions with the project team and capital projects, we did find savings going through a different provider, which is WillScott, and they were able to provide a quote for $264,320, and this would be a refurbished facility. And so we had a savings of $115,939. And the board approved the contract award in February of this year. And then we were able to execute that contract in April. And then after that, we started the Contra Costa County permitting process, which started out with the planning permit. And we did receive that stamped approved permit last month. And so then our next tasks were the electrical services, which are going to be performed by SD Electric, and our water supply, which would be performed by JF Shea Construction. Those contracts have both been executed and the notice to proceed has been issued. And we do foresee those being completed by the end of this month. And then we are in the process of, we have already applied for the building permit, and we're in the process of just approval process for that. And then we will apply for the floodplain permit. And then we have a tentative delivery of the unit for the end of July. So that's sort of our timeline, and I'll go into more of that unless you want to touch on that more, Harlan, or?
Could you comment on the permitting process? Sure.
Yeah.
Good morning. My name is Sunny Lam, and in the trailer project, I'm focusing on the permitting process. Victoria and I work with Contra Costa County because during the process, we found out that half of the plant is under the jurisdiction of the county, and the other half of the plant under the jurisdictions of the city. So the location of the trailer is under the jurisdictions of the county, so we have been working with Contra Costa County for the planning and building permit process. And we already obtained the planning permit. We submitted all the drawing and plans that required by the county, and then they look through it and put their stamp on it and issue us a planning permit. And now we are in the process of obtaining a building permit, and we will also need a floodplain permit. And the floodplain permit and the building permit, they are kind of like the same. One cannot be issued without the other. So we already submitted all the drawing and document necessary to the Contra Costa County building department. and we are waiting for their responses for the next step. And if we have any question, Victoria and I are always available to arrange a meeting with them, and they have been very helpful to answer some of the questions that we may have. And so if, and I would pass the time to Harlan on, to touch upon more on the technical and installation of the electrical and technology part of the trailer.
Hi, my name is Harlan. I'm a mechanical technician for the plant. I think altogether there's 6 subcontractors that we're trying to get together to perform the tasks needed to establish the trailer. Shea Plumbing, they got a couple days' work coming in. They got a notice to proceed, so I'm hoping within the next couple of weeks they run the plumbing to a certain point. SD Electric, they're ready to go. We are just waiting on the transfer of permanent power to one of the structures. So right now, what's going on is we got one structure powering a different structure temporarily. And until that happens, we can't pull power from that structure to run power to the trailer. So we're waiting for a transfer of power. And as soon as they do eliminate that, they terminate those, we can go ahead and run power to the trailer. Our intention is to run power to a structure next to where the trailer's going, and then there's gonna be 3 lines coming off going to each section of the trailer. The trailer comes in 3 sections. For right now, until we get permanent sewage, we're gonna run on portable tanks and have United come dump those tanks on a monthly basis. We got Apex installing the Wi-Fi equipment, so it's really hard to run wire through the existing facility. So we got Apex over there. They're gonna run a dish that goes from our trailer, from our modular to the Wooten building. So it's gonna run through the air. We got really high hopes that our SCADA can also be transferred over that same unit back and forth to the trailer, so we could look at the plant through the SCADA from our modular. Any questions?
I've got questions on the project. I don't know if it's to what you just said, though.
Go ahead, I could try.
Okay. Well, demolition, $20,000. Is it considered hazardous waste because it had mold in it?
Yes, sir. That's why it costs so much. Otherwise, it would have been really inexpensive to go have it dumped.
Okay, and then $60,000 for furniture?
Yes,
It's a lot of furniture.
it's a lot of furniture. There's,
The furniture needs to be fire resistant. Yeah, it costs so much because the furniture needs to be fire resistant, so we don't want to have any fire liability. Those furniture need to be resistant to fire and not flammable and that type of nature. That's why they cost a little bit much.
Can you describe the furniture?
Like what? Right.
no, so you want me to do it?
Go ahead.
So each office is gonna have a minimum of 1 desk in it with a chair, computer, maybe potential locker inside. There's 6 of those. We're gonna have a meeting room in there. There's gonna be a table with a whole set of chairs, with a big TV on the inside. There's also gonna be a private meeting room that's enclosed. It's gonna need tables and chairs in there. We're also gonna have a refrigerator, microwave, anything else that you could do minus a stove inside there for a little small kitchenette. So it's gonna kind of be isolated. There's gonna be 2 bathrooms, so whatever we need to put in there. But the $60,000 was a quick list that I put together through ordering some stuff online. It's not even there's not even a PO or an official. It was an estimate pulling off furniture from online.
Will there be an alarm system on it?
As of yet, no.
Okay, and then I was curious about what kind of warranty?
I think that trailer, because of what trailer it is, I think it comes with a 60-day warranty.
60 days. Okay, thank you. Oh, and one other thing. You had mentioned that our plant is half Richmond and half county.
Yes.
So is there a cost difference in where that trailer's planted?
Not that we're aware of.
It's actually cheaper because it's on the county side, I bet.
1 second. I see Judy in the back. Judy, do you have any information on that? If not, we can get back to you on that. Permit costs between the county and, okay. We can get back to you, Director Rantila.
Thank you.
Yeah, the only question I had was about the furniture too, but it makes sense if it's, yeah, it's fire resistant, of course, it's gonna cost a little bit more. So thank you, appreciate it.
So Victoria will close with the budget and take more questions.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
Yeah, so I'll just go through this. So there's a total of $500,000 allocated for this project. This project is budgeted as the Hilltop and Water Quality and Resource Recovery Plant Facilities Assessment and and Upgrade Capital Project. There's been a total of $353,483.89 spent thus far, with a remaining balance of $146,516.11. And then on the left side, you'll see the budgeted amount by task or specific item, and then on the right, you'll see the actuals. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Do you have any questions on that? And then I'll just go through these next steps. So we will apply for the floodplain permit as soon as we receive the building permit approved, complete the water and sewer connections, complete electrical connections, plan for the data and SCADA connections, and then purchase the furniture and IT hardware. Did I miss anything? No? Okay. All right, and any questions on any of that? No?
Further questions? No? We're good, thank you.
Thank you for your time.
It's a great presentation. Aaron, you have anything you want to add? Are you good?
Thank you, Michael. Aaron Weiner, Director of Water Quality and Resource Recovery. The only thing I wanted to add was in respect to your question about the permit costs. I assume that's tied to the location that we picked for the facility. And we are very limited in terms of the options that we had at the treatment facility. So we really had to go where we went with the location. And part of that is that the modular that has been replaced, the old modular, is right next to the digester storage tanks, right in the middle of the plant processes, which is just not an appropriate location. So we had to go with the best location for the facility. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Good.
Thank you, good.
Thank you, guys. Really good job. Next on the
Thank you all,
agenda.
by the way, appreciate it.
Next on the agenda is item 4, reports on issues or matters pertaining to the work of the committee. Madam Clerk, have we received any public comments on this item?
We have not. If anyone wishes to comment on item 4, please approach the podium or raise your hand in Zoom. Seeing none, we have no public comments.
All right, does staff have any further reports?
Andrew, did you have anything?
Okay, well, seeing none, we're going to call this meeting adjourned at 10:30. Thank you all.
Thank you.